Today, we are testing to see if the P&G water purification bags will act as a standalone purification system. Hey guys, Time Predators, welcome back to the channel. Last week's video, I demonstrated the Puri bag with the P&G purification packets. And I had a bunch of questions. A lot of people asked, will that act as a standalone? Do I have to buy the Puri bag or can I just pick these up? So the P&G purification packets, they are a standalone item. Puri bag wanted something that would work with these, and that's why they made the Puri bag system. But these act as a standalone item. It is such a standalone item that on the back even has instructions in case you just randomly found one of these, or in case you gave it to somebody, right? As preppers, we talk about being able to prep up the community. Well, with this, I can say, here you go. This is a water purification packet. Read the instructions. Now, the idea of this is that it treats 2.5 gallons of water. BattleBox did a Puri bag video as well. They were getting their water from a dirty, nasty swamp. This water, the top half is relatively clean. The bottom half is where you get all the mud and the dirt and the filth. So one way to make sure that this treats up to that 2.5 gallons of water is by pre-filtering that water, running it through that cloth first, and then using this. Let's give it a good shake first. Shake, 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 shake. This water is good and chocolate milky. Luckily, all the stuff that's in here feels like heavy bits, so they all drop down to the bottom. Again, 2.5 gallons per pack. This is a 2.5 quart bottle. Got a little bit on me, that's okay. I can wash it off. We're going to pour it in here. It instantly, you can kind of hear it foaming up. Put the lid on, shake well for 5 minutes. So let's get to shaking. Now, of course, if you were using a large container, 2.5 gallon container, you wouldn't be able to sit here and shake it. So you would have to stir it and stir well. Shaking it, yeah, that's not that bad. Hopefully it's picking up on the mic. It's a nice little workout, you know, getting them arms in. That should be enough shaking. Again, looks like chocolate milk. It's gonna have a yellow hue to it there for a little while. But let's talk about the P&G powder packets for a minute. P&G actually sells these for a loss. They were only selling them to third world countries, developing nations, whatever you want to call them. But then, I don't know what the agreement was, how the agreement got told. Puri bag said, hey, can we get a couple of those to throw into our system? P&G said, yeah, sure. And that's where I first found out about these things. I researched them, I looked them up, and I said, ooh, that's a pretty neat little packet. I mean, not only filtering your water, but completely purifying it, making it safe to drink, killing off all viruses, killing off anything that's in the water in something that can fit in your wallet. It's the size of a condom. So the good thing about these is that you can buy them in packs of 12, you can buy them in packs of 10, packs of 20, you can buy an entire case of them, and they have a 3-year expiration date. So these were manufactured in February of 23. It is now almost 25 by the time I get this video out, and they expire in January of 26. So if you get a fresh pack, they're good for 3 years, which is fantastic, right? 3 years of purified water. Then you can use them throughout the 3 years, or, you know, 3 years goes by, oh man, might as well give them away. Might as well pass them out to somebody. Somebody somewhere is going to be able to use them. The water is starting to get the floaty bits, and they are dropping down to the very bottom. They are piling up right there at the bottom. I don't know if you can see that through the plastic, but it does have a yellow hue close to the top and more of an orangish brown close to the bottom. This one's been going for about 5 minutes. As you can tell, all of the floaty bits are down to the bottom, and it is a thick layer down there. Now this water is still yellow, as you can tell in that sunlight right here, which means that you probably shouldn't drink it. All right, y'all, so it's been over 30 minutes. They say if the water is not clear, you're supposed to run another powder packet through it. But I only brought 2 with me, so I used one in a different video and I've got the one on me. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run it into a bottle. We're gonna try to see if it's clear running into the bottle. Now I will say, last week when I did this, the water tasted like Dasani, tasted like Aquafina, tasted like cheap bottled water. However, the Puribag system has a carbon element. This one does not. So we're kind of left with whatever the chemical taste is as compared to the Puribag system. So we're gonna try to pour this without making a huge mess and without stirring it all up. Put a little hole in here. So I'll be honest with you, my grandma lived without power for about 30 years, and this is the way she would filter out her water. She would use a paper towel and simply run wherever she collected it from into a bottle using just a simple paper towel. Hell, the doctor said she was healthier than the rest of us, so. All right, now that I've soaked my leg and soaked the bottle, that definitely has more of a yellow hue to it. Last week's it was blue, this time it's yellow. So they say if it's got a yellow hue to it, run in the second packet. But again, these are supposed to be good for 2.5 gallons. We'll give it a taste. Woo. So a few thoughts. Number one, don't use a towel. Use some sort of napkin, okay? Again, I'm trying to flow into a bottle to give you guys a demonstration of what it looks like. Don't do that. Don't use a towel, because all I taste is laundry soap. At least my stuff's clean, right? Number two, I do taste the lake. So I will say that the Puribag, even with its simple carbon element, dude, it removed so much of that lake flavor. This one just tastes like lake water and dish soap or laundry soap. So yeah, again, now if I filtered this into a different bottle, what I could do is I could line a cup with a couple paper towels, poke a hole in the bottom, pour it through. These P&G water packets, good for 2.5 gallons. It should sterilize this 2.5 quart of water, no problem. But again, the taste is a little off right now. It tastes like the lake and it tastes like laundry soap. So I might have to come back and rerun it through a shirt or through just napkins, because I think that towel really is adding the flavor of laundry soap. So what do I think? Final thoughts on the P&G water filtration purification packets. You know, last week I ran this video with the Puri water bag and I thought, okay, you know, the water bag is kind of gimmicky. It is what it is. But I'll be honest with you, that water tasted so much better. It tasted like cheap bottled water, like the 98-cent you would find at any convenience store. It tasted like that. This water, which was nothing but P&G Purification, doesn't taste good at all. And again, part of it is because of the towel, part of it is because there's no carbon treatment to it. So if you're getting your water out of the lake and you're using one of these, have some way to carbonly treat it, or you're going to taste the lake water. It's going to be safe to drink, it's going to be clean to drink, but it's going to taste like the lake. I don't know where you live. Our lakes taste terrible. So could I see myself buying a bunch of these and protecting my family? Of course, because they are super convenient. They're super lightweight. They expire after 3 years, but definitely have some way of carbonly treating it, whether that is a Brita, whether that is a Berkey, whether that is a zero water pitcher. Have some way to chemically or to carbonly treat your water, because if not, you're going to get whatever flavor is in the water, which is, on this case, the lake. This water does have a yellow hue to it. Technically, I'm supposed to put another powder pack in here. My question is, how many powder packs do I need to put in here to make the water clean? I don't know. If these are supposed to treat 5 gallons or 2.5 gallons of water, and this is 2.5 quarts, that's a fraction of a fraction. If I'm wasting 2, 3, 4 of them to get the water clean, you might as well move on to a different system. So let me know what you guys think of the P&G water purification tablets. Is this yellow water clean enough that you would drink it? Or would you like to see it nice and clean and clear? I've seen it where you can make it nice and clean and clear. It looks like a crystal lake, but it takes 2 or 3 of these packets at a time. So let me know what you guys think. Is it good enough for you and your family, or are you going to stick with something else? That's all I got for today's video. I'm going to go wash my mouth out with water now that I've washed it out with soap. That's all I got. Y'all stay safe out there. T2 out.